for the timings, the timer will show 1 minute, the green card at 1 minute, yellow card at 1 minute 30 seconds, and red card at 2 minutes, and you'll have 30 seconds to finish. Then while in table topics, we follow Oreo approach, which is first you
opinion.
You say an opinion.
Reason.
Then you give a reason on the topic. Then you can expand it by giving an example or anything, and again you conclude by giving an opinion of the topic. So this is what we follow, but you can do as per your convenience. Starting off with the table topics, anyone who would like to volunteer? Honesty is the best policy. Honesty is the best policy.
So, hi everyone. I again repeat the topic. The topic is honesty is the best policy. So I agree with this. Honesty is the best policy, and the reason that when you be honest in every part of your aspect and in every part of your life, it gives the credibility. It makes you a credible person. Some other person can trust you because you are honest with them. And anything like I would like to give an example. So in my life or like in my job, when I was working on a project, there are some times when I could be dishonest with my colleagues, by saying that this project can be completed within 2 weeks, but actually it will take more than 2 weeks. But what it will have, what problem it will create, it will have a wrong impression on the clients, and that's where I actually communicated with them the right timelines, where the project will complete, and this is actually making the client that this vendor is credible, this vendor is trustworthy, and post that he gave us so many projects because of that. So I think honesty is something where people trust you. People don't think that this person will fool me. So I think that's why I'm saying the honesty is the best policy.
Two wrongs don't make a right, two wrongs don't make a right.
So my topic for today is two wrongs don't make a right, and from what I understand is if you make a mistake and then if you make another mistake, you cover up that mistake, that doesn't make things right, and I would definitely want to agree with that. Taking the example of the previous table topic also, honesty is the best policy was the example. So always being honest, always being right really helps you. Longer way it might not help you in short term, but if you think about long term, being always right really helps. So I would also want to give you an example of my life when I basically when I lied to during my childhood, when I started cheating, not started, but when I cheated in one of the exam to pass, and then I also to cover this up, I need to lie to my mother, I need to lie to my teacher as well that the cheating has been done, which was not making things right. It was making the habit. It was making a permanent habit to basically where you are promoting cheating, it's not helping you in the longer run. So to cover up one mistake, you need to do a lot of mistakes, you need to do a lot of wrong things which are not right. So always trying to always being right really helps. Covering up wrong things by doing wrong things doesn't really help. Thank you.
So, Abhishek, don't count your chickens before they hatch. Don't count your chickens before they hatch. Abhishek.
Okay.
Don't count
The chicken before the eggs.
Don't count your chickens before they hatch.
So what I get to know from that when you're working in any task, don't start thinking of the result or from that if the result is going to be even fruitful and how I'm going to happen, like the happiness of a result. But still, if you are working on any task, so that is all I get to know from the topics, and I can just give my simple example of my life, example of my two of my friends or three of my friends, that during my college time there was a general election going on, and one of my close mates he was very famous in the college, like every person know him, and the way he was from the last 1 year he was showing to the people that he is going to the commitment, he is going to be the next candidate for the general election, and nobody is going to beat him, and that way he is very much happy. And then after the election happened, before the result came, he started giving party to his friends, and we were just going and enjoying that party, enjoying that, and we are always saying that you are going to be get out of that. We have motivated, we have won to all the friends have marketing regarding you, and the people are very much positive. Where my friend is Anso, and where is the Akash, who is also a friend of us and a friend of Anso. So yet he only doing NASA things, he helping the people, but he is not so much famous. And you have the fan following that you have in either in the sports section, either in the debate or any of the section. And he was very much up in the sky, and he was very much like he went on and enjoying the happiness before the result come, and the parties start going on till late night, like 3 or 4 p.m. And after 2 days the election result come, and Akash is a winner. We are like, man, we have done the marketing. We have went to all the friends, like we have done 2,500 students, and we went to each other. But although the results happened, we have worked and we have enjoyed that hard work. Your expectation have not matched. Maybe in the future we also fight against. Let's look for the next MBA exam. So let's meet in the MBA. We again contest for you. Hope you will get the general election. You will become the general head of the general meeting at that time. So that is how I explained him. Although he is still feeling sad whenever we sit on the same table, we all sit today also. And when we discuss that memories, he gets sadness. And that's the one thing, that always wait yourself till the results come, and so that you can have a better happiness, and you get to know like the more wider view of your outcome, your hard work you have done in the past. Thank you.
Byron, the early bird catches the worm. The early bird catches the worm. Byron.
So it seems today's sessions are reminding me of my early childhood school lessons, right? So it's a lot of moral lessons that I'm having. So topic for today that I have is around the early bird catches the worm, and it reminds me of. I mean, I don't know how many of you folks are from Delhi, but it reminds me of when I was based out of Delhi and I was working in Gurgaon. So I used to travel every day from Delhi to Gurgaon. So if you leave at 7:30, you reach office at 8:45, or sorry, 8:15. But if you leave for office at 7:45, you reach at 9 o'clock. So that reminds me that if you leave 15 minutes late, you'll end up spending 45 minutes more on the road. So every time I used to make sure that we are traveling on time and we're leaving on time. And apart from that, there are many other things that we already experience on this particular point. That the earlier you start, the better you get, right? So for example, I'm coming from a finance background, so if you are new to investing, so if you start early, you will be able to do well in the long term. So it's very important to start early, because that's when you can get the real bomb. And when I say bomb, you can get a meatier and juicier one. So it's good for you. I think all in all I agree. It's very unethical of me to say that it is wrong. All in all I agree to it, and I think that's all I have to say.
Anyone else? So, Harijinder, all good things come to those who wait. All good things come to those who wait.
Hi, good morning everyone. So my topic is all good things comes to them.
Come to those who wait.
Comes to those who wait. So basically, the interpretation of this topic, my interpretation from this topic is that we need to be patient first. So if we are working for a goal, first we need to be patient, like an IS aspirant who is working, preparing for that. So first he need to clear the screening and then mains and then interview. But during this journey, he need to be ready for the next exam. That if he is not clearing that exam, then he need to again prepare. So like he generally IS preparation, if you prepare, that screening happens in the screening exam happens in the May, and then mains happens somewhere in November and December, and then by March you will be appearing in interview if you clear, and then if you are not clearing, then you need to again sit in the May. So like that in life, not only this IS exam, wherever we are working, be it to becoming coder or developer or in any profession, you need to be, if you need to be skillful, you need to have patience, patient enough, so that you can build your understanding and you can do good whatever you think. For example, I quote Richard Feynman, who used to teach to the duck before teaching in the class. So he used to say that if you cannot explain things in a simpler way, then you are not understood. Similar way, if you learn doing you are targeting to do good things, you need to be patient so that you understand and you achieve your goal. Thank you.
You can't judge a book by its cover. You can't judge a book by its cover.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
India cannot do it. That was the statement I heard or I saw yesterday when I was watching the movie, The Vaccine Man. And this is quite relatable to this topic, which I could see. Like, don't judge a book by its cover. So when I was watching this movie yesterday, it started with, yes, of course, the pandemic situation, how it started, how the global market or global players or Western countries underestimated even the Indian media itself, which was shown in that movie, that how they underestimated India being the scientifically capable of developing the vaccine. And during the course of all these 2 to 3 hours movie, they have also shown like how the projection that was shown that India is not capable, and with the efforts of our science community, with the help of our government and all this collaboration, they have also shown like how it was possible to make the vaccine made in India by the Indian scientists without taking any help. And it proved that this quote, that it don't judge a book by its cover, that means India will not be able to make a vaccine for this these many 1.4 crores people, that was proved wrong. So again, this movie has shown India cannot do it, was wrong. Yes, they did it, and they proved it. Like it is always wrong. Don't judge a book by, it is always correct. Don't judge a book by its cover. Everyone has a potential to make the things happen. Thank you.
Okay, Madhu, action speaks louder than words. Action speaks louder than words. Madhu.
So my topic is action speaks louder than words. I can relate with marketing actually. So if you do a lot of marketing for a product, and like once the customer uses that product, the quality is not at par with what you are advertising, then it means your action is lower than what you are communicating. So I think in all the aspects of life, there should be, people should abide by that. Their action should speak louder than words. It's not always about what we communicate. It's not about always what we commit to the people, but their action should also match with what they are putting in front of everyone.
You can take more.
We are done for today, and I hope you like the session. I would like to hand over the stage to Toastmaster Bhanu.
Good morning, everyone.